You have a really good figure. You should compete. It was over from there. That's when the obsession started. Started to get a meal plan, and it was a bro diet. I started doing fasted cardio. I was doing cardio twice a day. And she, the trainer at the gym she told me she knew nothing about competing. And I was like, well, you compete. It's enough. I went to a competition. I did not know what I was doing. I did not place. And then she said, why don't you work with my trainer who trains me for my competitions? And so I started working with him. I would meet him 3 days a week at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning before I went to work a 12-hour shift. He put me on a bro diet also. He put me on lots of fasted cardio and then after work cardio. He also put me on clenbuterol. It's for horses, but you can take it and it's like a major fat burner, but it also like keeps you up all the time. I would get cramps all the time. I would not sleep. It was horrible. And again, no one ever tested my hormones. I was miserable. I wasn't sleeping. I've always been on sleeping pills. The sleeping pills weren't working. Then, of course, got up to like 150 pounds, which was, for me, the most I didn't even weigh that much when I was pregnant. And I saw Amy post about hot moms, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Let me in. Let me in. Amy looks good. Let me go see. So, and I had a really bad mindset, right? From my past and knowing the things that I know, Amy told me about hot moms. I went and looked at the website and I did this. They had a 7-day free trial then. I did that and I took one look at it and said, this is fucking bullshit. Like, there is no way that I'm going to get lean on this program. It's not possible. This is some bullshit that it's just another trainer bullshit. It's not going to work for me. But I did it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this free shit. I'm going to do it. And then I was like, okay, let's see what happens. Because you know what? You never know unless you try. So I'm following it and I'm like, okay, this is 2,000 calories. I probably don't need 2,000 calories, but I'll do it. There was fucking ice cream on there and Fruity Pebbles, and I was tripping. Like, how can I eat ice cream? This is not allowed. I'm not allowed to eat ice cream. I'm not allowed to eat fruit. Cereal? Who says you can eat Fruity Pebbles? Like, no. So I thought, I need one-on-one. Like, I can't do this little menu every week. I need something. I need more. I need more attention. I need exact macros. So here we go. I signed up for a one-on-one. And again, I'm like, why are you putting Fruity Pebbles on my plan? Like, this isn't working. Don't give me Fruity Pebbles. Don't give me fruit. Fruit equals fat. Because I come from a bro diet background, which if you don't know what a bro diet is, that is literally like you're going to eat oatmeal for breakfast with 1 egg. Then for a snack, you're going to eat a protein shake. For lunch, you're going to have some chicken and a sweet potato and some broccoli. For another snack, you're probably going to have like a casein type protein shake because it takes longer to digest. And for dinner, you're going to have some fish. And then you might even eat fish twice a day with just some vegetables. And that's it. We aren't eating any chips, any rice, any fruit. No, none of that's allowed. And screw having almond milk with your protein shake. You better drink that shit with water. Like, no. Okay. So it took me a while to get used to the way that Hot Moms does things. So I started coming around. I started seeing, a lot of differences. And then Casey reached out to me and I guess she saw something in me and we started talking about level up. I'm very controlling, type A. I need to do things my way. I kind of live in this little box, and if it's not in my box, I don't know what you're talking about. So I started working Casey, mind blown. From Jump Street, Casey is like, you have an eating disorder. I'm like, no, I don't. I do not throw up my food. I do not vomit, and I don't starve myself. If anything, I binge. I'm deathly afraid of vomiting. Like, I think I'm going to choke and die, so that's just not going to happen for me. My eating disorder comes from obsessive compulsing, being obsessed with the bro diet and thinking that if I eat fruit or that many calories, that I'm gonna be fat. So it took me a while to realize that, okay, you're right. That is a disorder. There is something wrong with me because I was so obsessive. And then we got to the core of some things because really a lot of weight gain is emotional. Like, I have abandonment issues. I have obsession issues. So for a while, of course, like anytime, whenever you start a new diet and you start being healthy, I was losing weight. Everything was going in the right direction. Fast forward to about 8 months in, I started gaining weight. Everything started moving the opposite direction except for my body. Like my pictures were night and day, but my numbers were also night and day. Like they were going up now instead of down. So how do you hold on in a situation like that? Well, how do you feel? I have to go by how I feel. I felt like shit for so many years in my life, and I pushed through for 12 to 18 weeks at a time to step on stage. Why can I not push through when my body looks good and I feel good, even though those numbers are going up? So I had to give myself a little grace there and say, you tried X, Y, and Z, and you were able to push yourself through all that. So you need to push yourself through this. So that's how I stuck around. And this honestly is the longest I have ever been this healthy. This is the first time that anyone has suggested that I get my hormones tested. This is the first time that I haven't had to do cardio. This is the first time that I'm not in the gym for 2 hours at a time. This is the first time that I don't worry about carrying my food with me. This is my first time that I can go on vacation and not worry. And I know how to order off of a menu, and I know how to intuitively eat. Now, don't get me wrong, I did panic. I was going to Disney World, and I was full-fledged panic because I was doing so well, and now I'm about to go to Disney World and fuck it all up. But Casey helped me through that. I know how to get a protein and a carb. The fat will come. I just know you just got to learn. You have to let it go. When you let it go, oh man, it feels so much better. My anxiety was always so high, which anything she told me that I had, I was like, I don't have that. You're crazy. And I'm the type of person I have to go sit and marinate on it and think like, okay, she says I have anxiety. Do you have anxiety? And I'm like, yes. Okay. I can start to pick out the things and know what she's talking about. And one thing that kept me going too was my husband. He looked at me and he said, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't care if if you were 300 pounds. Your attitude and the way that you are and how much happier you are and just the way you are in general life, this is worth it for me. Because I would never go on a date with him because I don't know how to order off a menu. That's not on my meal plan. If it didn't involve the gym, I wouldn't go. So now we're able to go places and we're able to do things. And even with my kids too. I mean, shit, I've done it all. CrossFit, keto,